Yo, what up? Welcome back. Welcome to, if this is your first time, that second episode or the second attempt at live for our Q&A on travel. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I'm just going to allow this to organically flow and develop. You feel me? Hopefully you got your drink with you. Last time I said, make sure when we come, we have our drink. That can be wine, champagne, liquor, whatever it is that you want to drink. If you want water, soda, juice, whatever it is, however you want to come so you can relax and be comfortable as I answer your questions. And sometimes I'm going to hit y'all with some questions about travel. Now, I attempted to go live again. I really want to do these lives, and maybe I want to do these live so bad because I enjoy the interaction, the conversation back and forth. If you don't know me, my name is Clif. I am a certified travel agent. I also am the owner of an international travel agency. You know, I'm a podcaster. I'm a lot of different things. But the thing that I use to describe myself the most is that I am a conversationalist. I love having conversations. I love having conversations about anything. And if you ever had a conversation with me, you know that we can start talking about sports and end up talking about travel. We can start talking about travel and end up talking about family. We can start talking about our experiences and end up just having random conversations about anything. And that's kind of the flow and the vibe that I want to have with these live Q&As. Sometimes I'm going to get to your questions. Sometimes I might not get to your questions on this episode. I'm going to call them episodes for now because I don't know what else to call these things, yo. So I might not be able to get... A little spit came out my mouth. I might not get to it, but I promise you, on the next one, I'll make sure that it is included. We're just going to go with the flow and the vibe. We're going to talk about travel and any other subjects that come up. So if you even have non-travel related questions, like you might have a question, what was that white thing on your eye in the last episode? Yo, I don't know. It was like I had taken tissue to wipe my eye to make sure it was clean, and then a piece of it got left and it bothered me and I didn't want to post a video. And then I was like, yo, fuck it, why wouldn't I post the video? You feel me? So let's dive into these questions so I can get out your way, all right? I'm not going to be long before you tonight. But also, I want to know, what are you drinking, y'all? My drink for the night is Crown Black. I brought that back from a cruise, you feel me? That's one of the things that cruisers enjoy. I enjoy buying the alcohol and bringing it back over here. Now, let me know in the comment section, let me know in the DMs what it is that you're drinking, your drink of choice, whether it's alcoholic, non-alcoholic. I don't care what it is. I want you to be free to be you. You feel me? All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, some of you submitted some new questions, and then some of you asked me to go a little deeper on some of the questions that I answered last time. Now, here's the thing. I don't mind going deeper with some of the questions, but some of them I will not go deeper with because some of them I will talk to you during our consultation. So I encourage you, if you're out there, you don't have a travel agent, and you are a person who enjoys traveling or feels like you will enjoy traveling, but you're like, yo, I don't want the headache of having to plan it all out and do all that extra stuff, then look, yo, hit me up, www.prioritizeyoutravel.com. Schedule your exploration call and we can have a conversation. And some of the questions that you have, I can answer those in more details. Now, some I answer tonight, but you feel me? That's how we can do this thing. Also, if you're watching and you have not joined our Facebook community, the Prioritized Travelers private group on Facebook, you're going to want to join because you will also notice when you join that they also get this Q&A and then a more in detail Q&A where I answer more questions. So you want to make sure you're a part of that community, just for community as well. You'll be able to share your travel experiences. You'll be able to talk in there and have other people that have had other or similar experiences than you, other experiences than you and similar experiences than you. And you guys will be able to communicate. And who knows, y'all might end up, oh, I'm getting a little mixed up. Y'all might end up traveling together one day. So I want to make sure that you guys aren't just getting what we're doing here, but you're also getting what we're doing in that private group. Okay. So let's go. What was the first question? Is it safe to travel solo? Now, if you heard me last time, excuse me, on the last conversation, or if you've heard me talk about travel before, you understand I am a solo traveler. I don't mind traveling solo. It was my first solo cruise that completely changed my life. You know, I met some people. We were watching football on there, you know, bar hopping on there, partying. It was great. It was dope. It was really dope. Okay. So I am big on solo traveling, but I also say be very, very careful. Be very observant because, you know, sometimes people will attempt to take advantage of those who are by themselves. So be wise in everything that you do. But solo traveling, I totally recommend it. But I also only recommend it to those who are aware of their surroundings and are able to defend themselves. You feel me in a sense? Yeah, but I'm big on solo traveling because I feel like that gives you the freedom to do what you want to do. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I schedule group cruises. However, I'm not the group cruise scheduler that schedules every event for those of us that are in the group. When I'm on vacation, I'm on a group cruise. I don't want to do everything that everybody wants to do. I don't want to have that weight or that responsibility of showing up to every event, everything scheduled out, and I don't have no time to chill and just do what I want to do in that moment. I don't like that. That's not me. Me being a solo cruiser gives me that freedom without having to have the headache of those who feel as if I'm being standoffish or I'm sometime or I'm this or I'm that. And yeah, I'm a very standoffish person at times because I'm an introverted person. I'm not a person that likes to do a lot of a lot of things with a lot of people. That's just not me. I've never been that. So when I book group cruises, I take both the introvert and extrovert and those who may be in between in mind. I keep those people in mind when I'm booking group cruises. So, but solo cruises, absolutely, I recommend it. It's dope, yo. It is dope. Like I said, who knows? You might link up with somebody that becomes your friend for life. Somebody becomes your partner for life. You don't know, and it gives you those chances to experience things through your own lens, authentically through your own lens, because you're not worrying about is this person having fun and what do I need to do to make sure this person is having fun to accommodate what it is that they want to do, what they desire to do. Because you're solo cruising, you're thinking about you, baby. All right. And if you are a person that is always like, your whole life is ran by other people or the experiences of other people or the needs of other people or the schedule of other people, by all means, take you a solo cruise. Get out in that sun, do a little sunbathing, relax, chill, get you a drink, get you some good food, and just let your problems just sail away. You feel me? All right. Let's keep going here. All right. This is a good one. Is it safe to drop my kids off at the daycare or the kids zone or whatever it's called on whatever cruise you're on? Is it safe? I will say, I'm not going to say 100% yes, because I don't want that liability to fall on me. I trusted you. I dropped them off and then this happened. What I'm going to say is cruises take their kids or their children programs very seriously. They vet the people that are involved in the children's program, and these are trained individuals that are dealing with your kids. I've never personally had an experience or a family member have had a bad experience. Now, I've seen examples of some experiences that were not very pleasing. However, the family members that have taken advantage of that, The kids loved it. The parents loved it. The kids didn't want to leave. And 9 times out of 10, your kids aren't going to want to leave when you drop them off as well. So that's how I'll say that. But I must tell you, trust your gut as well in every situation. All right, non-refundable or refundable deposits. I can't remember if we talked about this. People have a lot of questions about cruises. Guys, you do know I book more than cruises, but I love cruises for myself. That's my baby. That's what I love. I love it. I love it. Now I like all-inclusive resorts as well. And a cruise is simply an all-inclusive resort on sea. Well, kind of an all-inclusive because there's other charge. Yeah, we could talk about that later as well. But non-refundable or refundable deposits, there's a time I would say do the non-refundable deposits. But for me, I don't do anything with non-refundable deposits. Now, if my client tells me that's what they desire, I will have a conversation with them, giving them my thoughts, my opinions on it. But if they still want that non-refundable deposit, that's fine. But understand, yes, it is a cheaper deposit, but you are not getting that deposit back. It is truly non-refundable. Mm. And if you need to change the date, now was a time they were very lenient on this, but most of the cruises now, they're not as lenient as they were. If you need to change the date of your cruise and you signed up with that non-refundable deposit, oh, you're going to hit you with some charges, some change charges. You need to change the name on a room. They're going to hit you with that. So why go through the headache? Just pay the full deposit. It's refundable. If you have to cancel, it's refundable. As long as you don't fall into those penalty times. And pay attention to the penalty times. Pay attention to the penalty times. Pay attention to the penalty times, all right? And also make sure you have that insurance along with that as well. Y'all know how if you know me, you know how I am about insurance. I get insurance on everything. Everything that insurance is offered on, I get it on. When I talk to people, they say, "Yeah, I just purchased this. Did you also get the insurance with that?" I'm just big on that. I'm big on the insurance. Okay. Should I book my next cruise while on my current cruise? Absolutely. First of all, you're going to get that big discount in a deposit, but you're doing it right then and there. You're taking care of it, and you don't have to worry about it when you get home. Also, if you have a travel agent, you're worried about, if I book on this cruise, is it going to go to my travel agent? Absolutely. Communicate that to them that you want it to go to the travel agent that has booked your present cruise. Or once you get off the cruise, contact your travel agent. So if necessary, they can have it transferred or you can have it transferred to your travel agent. You have a certain amount of days. I want to say, I'm not going to say because I think it's 60 or 90, but I don't know the exact amount of days that you have. And that may vary also through cruise lines as well. I'm just used to dealing with certain cruise lines to know those days. But make sure if you're doing it, book while you're on there. You're going to get a discount in your deposit. They're going to give you some great deals. You want those deals. And then you want to make sure that it's transferred to your travel agent, okay? Let's keep going here. The smallest ship I've ever been on, Carnival Elation. It was my very first cruise that I went on. It was a little baby, especially a little baby compared to Royal Caribbean ships. But I had a dope time on there, y'all. It was dope. It was an older ship. And the thing is, you don't realize how old a ship is until you start to get on some of the newer ships. You don't realize how small a ship is until you get on a ship that's a little bit larger than that. And I didn't realize how small or how old that ship was. I think that was made back in 1998. I think so. I'll fact check that because I don't want to lie to y'all because I don't want y'all to be like, you just sit up and you make shit up. No, I'm a fact check that for you guys. All right. So Carnival Elation was the smallest ship that I went on. What's the largest ship I've been on? I always say the Allure because I was supposed to go on the Allure, got canceled. But the largest ship that I've been on is Anthem of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas. I love it. It's almost twice the size of the Elation. But I love that ship. I had a great time on that ship. Beautiful, beautiful experience. So thanks for asking me. Why do I need a travel agent? I'm glad you guys asked me that. I want you to go to www.prioritizeyoutravel.com. I want you to click on the Clifton Pettyjohn tab. I want you to scroll all the way down past my bio. You can read that if you want to. Past my calendar, but I do want you to get yourself on the calendar. And then there is a article that I wrote on why you need to partner with a travel agent. Okay. But to answer this question, if you are a person, as I said earlier, you love travel, you're interested in travel, but you just don't want to deal with all this stuff that comes along with it. That's what we're here for. We're here to be that support, to be that guide to you, to be that liaison for you between the vendor and yourself. We're going to handle everything that you desire for us to handle. But here's the thing I want you all to be aware of as well. I've been hearing a lot of stories about people working with people they thought had integrity as a travel agent. I don't know all the circumstances, all the situations, so I'm not speaking on those situations. However, there's a major situation that's been talking about with this travel agent who had some people stranded a couple of months ago on a cruise. They thought they were booked for a cruise. They show up to the port. They're not booked. A couple weeks ago, stranded in Costa Maya, I believe it was, or Costa Rica. They didn't have lodging. They were just left having to figure it out themselves. And then this is all the same agent. And then there's a group with that same agent that found out for Mother's Day, they were supposed to take a trip to, I can't remember the other place, but to find out that even though they had paid their money, nothing had been arranged for them. Here's what I want to say to you. Work with a travel agent, partner with that travel agent, but at the same time, make sure that you are holding that travel agent accountable and you're able to be held accountable as well. For me, as I'm listening to some of these people's stories, and I don't know the full extent of the story, but I would not be giving people thousands, almost $10,000s of dollars when I don't have receipts that can be traced back to it. I don't have confirmation numbers. I don't have emails that are aligned with that. If your travel agent doesn't have those things for you, they don't have those systems in place for you, then you need to find you another travel agent. You don't need to allow yourself to have that experience and then you take that experience and say, all of y'all are the same. I can tell you we are all not the same. We are all not the same. Partner with a travel agent. Communicate with your travel agent. Hold them accountable. Request documentation. If it's not coming, it should be coming. Request that documentation, okay? Don't go into it blindly. Showing up at a port without having checked in, without confirmation numbers, without without all of that, to me, that's insane. Because when you travel, you'll understand how the check-in system goes. But when you're a first-time traveler, you're probably just excited, you're overzealous about it, and you don't know. And if you don't know, there are people that are out there that will take advantage of it. So hold them accountable. Do your research. Do all of those things, okay? Let's go. How? Okay, I just wrote down how many. I guess I never finished that one. So I think that's it. That's it for the questions. I appreciate the questions that were submitted. for this round 2 of this, episode 2 of this, whatever this is and what it's going to develop into. I'm grateful for each and every one of you that continue to support. Make sure you are liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, guys. Subscribing. Y'all got to get me. I got to get up there. I got to get my numbers up, y'all. I got to get my numbers up so we can have this channel grow and more people who may not have a travel agent or may have those burning questions about travel but not feel safe around anybody to ask those questions will be able to get in and begin to ask those questions. All right, I'm going to take one last drink. Not for the night, but for this episode. And say again, thank you, each and every one of you. If you're not subscribed to my mailing list, visit my website. You can sign right up, okay? If you are not a member of our exclusive Facebook community, what the fuck is you doing, bro? What is you doing? What are you doing? Come on now. Nah, real talk. Won't you go ahead, hit over there, lock in, become a member of that community so that you can get part 2 of this that I'm about to stop this and record right now. As I always say, prioritize. I don't always say, y'all just started saying this shit. Prioritize you. That's number 1. I've always said that. You must be your number 1 priority. But in your priorities, make sure that you are prioritizing you through travel, in travel, around travel, with travel, all of those things. All right? Peace.